All right, let's see if we are actually live here. Been having trouble getting this stream to work lately. There we go. Make sure I can hear everything. Okay. All right, let's see. There we go. We are actually live here. Been having trouble getting this. All right, I'll turn that down. Okay, tonight we are going to take a look at less than 60 miles. And I'll wait and see if anyone else comes into the chat so I'm not talking to myself. And here's what we're going to be looking at. This is by Redline Games. So I'll give it a little bit of time here. I'm going to mess with some elements while I'm working on this. Make sure the chat window's working and all that good stuff. Hey Cisco, what's up, man? Yeah, it's been a low turnout lately. I don't know what's going on. It's been pretty bad. But if you're interested in this game, now I haven't played this yet, so I'm just kind of waiting to see if anyone shows up. This is by Redline Games. I don't know if you've heard of them. Oh, okay. Let me know if you can hear all right. If there's any buffering, let me know if anything weird happens, etc., etc. Make sure my volume's working. If anyone shows up. There we go. Just going to give it a few minutes. Hey, thanks for showing up every week like you do, though. I do appreciate it, sir. Currently working on some Crimea vids. East Front Crimea vids. I thought maybe I had been too early last week. Because it was 2 p.m. is kind of a hard time. You know, people might be busy on a Saturday. So I figured I'd shift to later tonight, just to see if that helps any. We are going off the webcam tonight at 4K, so we'll see if that slows things down a bit. I'll give it a few more minutes here for people to get in. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I hope no one's working on a Saturday. That would stink. But yeah, I can see where that might happen. I'm trying to think. Oh man, what all did I do this week? Played a lot of East Front, and then I finished up. I did a Pacific War video at the beginning of the week. Then I did East Front most of the week, and then between work killing me, I didn't get too much in. So I'm kind of waiting for something to strike my fancy that I want to get on table 2. I've got 2 tables, so yeah, it's Saturday. I was gonna say, hopefully not too many people are working today because that would be terrible. All right, I guess we can get started. Maybe I'll just talk to you and show you this game. All right, so this is Redline Games, and the designer, I hope I can say his name right. Really nice guy. Hold on one sec here. All right. Let's see if I can get this right. Okay. Fabrizio Vianello. Hopefully I got that right. Okay. Hopefully. These games are in pretty high demand. He makes a limited run copy of most of his games, so you need to email him directly to get on a mailing list if you want to get these or the larger operational scale games, which are going for ridiculous prices right now. So yes, he is. When you email him, he'll put you on a list. The company address, I think he's Italian. The company address, though, does show as France. So maybe I'm wrong, or maybe he's just an Italian living in France. That's possible, too. There you go, right there. Yeah, so I had to... He's got an Ancients game coming up and I am on the list for that. So I did email him and I said put me on the list, and he'll email you updates, and he does it in the form of like history lessons and cool stuff like that. So yeah, it's really hard to get a copy of these games, so you got to be really fast because it's a limited print run and fun things like that. Okay, so the game comes with your standard rules of play. Now the rules of play are not anything super to look at, but it does redeem itself a little bit. I'll show you here later on. But the rule book itself it's a lot of wall of text. I'm not gonna lie. No color examples or anything like that, but it gets right to the point. I do like the way it's laid out. It's easy to find subjects. They're broken down here. You see the gray headers, and then it's broken down by bullet points. So the rule book itself, it looks like a lot. It looks like you're going to have to read a lot and go over this with not too many exciting examples, but then I'll show you something else that kind of makes up for it. So even though it's not super thick, it is full on text. So you're just going to have to realize that it's not cut up by pictures and things like that. So. But each section is not too lengthy, right? Bridge bombardment, for example. I mean, that's not too much to... I don't think that's too much to learn. It's a pretty nice, interdiction here. Anti-aircraft fire resolution. It tells you about the points versus helicopters. Kind of breaks everything down. Intelligence is optional. There's electronic warfare. Again, this is set in 1980 something. This is a fold a gap type thing, but yeah, there's a lot in here, so you're gonna want to spend some time on it when you first start playing it. Okay, so there's the rule book. Now, one cool thing they have in here, the scenarios and designer notes are very in-depth. This page left intentionally blank. These are very in-depth notes. So you'll go here and they have additional scenario rules for this one. One of them is like civilian panic here, which is kind of cool. During the first 8 turns of war, the following rules applies to both sides. Road movement in West Germany costs an additional movement point. City terrain in West Germany costs 1 additional movement point per hex. There's a different surprise level. NATO disorganization. I find that hard to believe, though. Well, this was back then, so it might be true. Warsaw Pact Bridges, Iron Curtain, the U.S. 8th Infantry. There's special rules for that. But again, about 2 pages, so it's not too bad for your special scenario rules. Not the worst, right? I've seen a lot worse, like most OCS titles. I was going to put OCS Burma on the table, but yeah, it's a little bit too much for me right now. Too many special rules. It's got donkeys and stuff in it. I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with that. All right, so scenario 1 here, the 11th hour. This is 1985, July 24th. I don't know if this has... this is really the first time I'm looking through this. I just got it, so... I don't know if this has something that they would consider to be a starter scenario. It looks like you do have boundary markers. I hate when you have to divide a map up, but what are you going to do, right? Not everyone can be GMT games. A little bit of additional rules up here for this one. Now, Scenario 2 had me wondering, Steps of Our Fathers, really cool title. It's July 24th, also, 1985. And it lines everything up here. Warsaw Pact setup, NATO forces, all your airstrike points. I don't even know how airstrike works, but I'll probably go over these rules in some videos. I think I'm ready for some modern stuff as soon as I finish that Crimea thing. I've been in a World War II mode, but I need to branch out a little next month maybe. August is coming to an end soon. Spearhead, Scenario 3. The Day That Never Comes instantly reminded me of Metallica song. Campaign. And there's a lot. You can see where, for the campaign, you're going to have a lot of setup. It's a little bit crazy. Campaign 2, 1 minute to midnight. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, black and white, that sucks. Just hold on. I'll show you some stuff in a second here. Designer notes, confusion and disorder. He even goes down here to show an OODA loop, which is crazy. He's got everything diagrammed in here, how a meeting engagement will happen in the classic problem 12-hour turn, stop the attack and avoid being surrounded. He goes into all the strats here. There's a quote from John Boyd up there. So if you read some of this, he explains how he came up with like attrition and fatigue, his idea on that, the movement and terrain. Lots of cool notes back here. If you've played any modern games on the PC too, you can get a pretty good lesson from that, actually. Okay. 7 Days to the Rhine, the combat, the attack-defense paradox. So he covers a lot of stuff. So the notes are very in-depth. How to Become a Hero of the Soviet Union. He's got some Warsaw Pact strategy notes in here. And this page left intentionally blank. All right, so you might be thinking, no color, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is what's great. It comes with less than 60 miles field manual battlefield operations version 1.0. I need to actually check the website and see if this has been updated. So this is a full color example of playbook to describe the mechanisms and rules of the C3 series, of which this game is a part, the C3 series. Now this one is full color with tons of examples. So I was really happy to see this. Yeah. The damned Autobahn is jammed. And it would be, too. You can just see that, right? So this one has tons of examples in here. So I was really glad to see this. Considering the above, for example, the NATO decides to issue a brigade defend order. The order will allow the subordinate units to assume the desired posture. So there's different postures in this game. And then you have to stack them. Or you don't stack them, but it shows you the order that you give the orders down through. Status: the command chain must now be verified, so the NATO checks if all the HQs involved are within command range of the parent HQ. So there's definitely some depth here, as you would expect in a modern game. Communication is huge. All right, and this keeps going on and on. Ground combat, bombardment. I have to be usually in the mood to learn stuff like this, so. I can't help but tackle the tough games. So the Pacific War stuff, I'm still doing in the background, but it takes up a lot of table space. So the videos on that are up and down depending on how I feel. You'll notice my channel doesn't go in any particular order. Ground combat example, electronic warfare. So he covers it all in here, which is nice. Tells you there's a huge DRM table, so you will have to keep track of die roll modifiers and things like that. He does give you a table. I'll show you that in a minute. So this helps, which is cool. Then the tables and charts for this game are in a weird, it's got a flip chart type of thing here, which I found interesting. So all the tables and charts are flip charted. The terrain effects table is on the inside lid there. You can see that. There's a lot of green in this map. So hopefully I can make heads or tails, because I'm the one. I mean, if you look at the hills, they're kind of crazy, right? I'm the guy that has trouble determining. Yeah, a lot of coffee. I'm the one that has trouble determining, like in India versus Pakistan next war. For the life of me, the colors on that map like baffled me. I had to have chat help me out, or comments on the YouTube video are pretty funny. Yeah, I like that the roads, though, do have the highway numbers on them. That's kind of cool. But, yep, there's a lot here. So we'll keep flipping through. That's the second copy, but we keep flipping through. And you see postures. Active defense, ADEF, NATO armor, mech, recon with cadre 4+. Movement mode deployed, block other, and it kind of tells you what the postures do here. So this game is pretty in-depth. Orders chart. Here's the different orders that you can give out. Bombardment table, interdiction table. These are your standard type of wargame AA fire, detection level, bombardment, die roll modifiers, etc. Ground combat table. Not sure what all the results mean. I'd have to look at that. I hope there's a key somewhere. Hopefully. As you can see, there's a lot in this game. Here we go. Now we get to the good stuff. Electronic warfare table. Nuclear attack table. Now the question is this going to be harder or easier? Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. We'll just sit down. Yeah, Stickler, that's what I always tell my buddy. Yeah, just come over. We'll pop this out, and we'll just knock this game out. Should be easy. Should be fine. Not a problem. Now, the question is this going to be easier or harder than Next War? Yeah, there's a lot of tables. Again, this is the first time I've looked past the first few pages, and now I'm thinking, well, I might have to spend some time on this one. Here is your unit code, your unit reference chart onto what everything means. The counters are really good quality. I'll show you those in a minute. Yeah, see you this time next year. You know what, though? I felt that way when I opened Pacific War, and somehow that game actually clicked with me. But Empire of the Sun, it does not click with me. I don't know what the problem is. I think I'm just not used to card-driven games that much, but yeah, so this is Yoop-a-boo. Hello. Look at this stuff. This looks fun. Oh, this is what this was. Time markers. That's right. When you give orders, things click off at a certain time, and I still forgot the name of that video game that I wanted to tell you guys about on Steam. Flashpoint Command? Flashpoint Command? Something? Dang it. Anyway, it uses a time system. You give your orders, and then the game clicks through its time and stuff like that. Okay, so unit nationalities, unit size, all that fun stuff. Ooh, there's a lot of charts. Okay, all right, let's go here. All right. Well, this is cool, though. At least it tells you the silhouettes. Oh, the Central Front series? Yeah, those were awesome, man. Man, everyone always talks about... Does people say spy or spy? I always say spy. Anyway, that's a company that just... they come back, but it's like all redos, right? And those were the days. Okay. United Kingdom abbreviations. Belgium, West Germany. There's a lot in this game. This is pretty in-depth. Okay, and then all silhouettes on here. Thank you. That's cool. And sometimes you got to ask yourself, I could just play this in a computer game, and why don't I? But SPI, yep, okay. Yeah, so that's there, and then, I got to this. Ooh. This was crazy right here. So this is your postures flowchart. Movement order, defense order, and all these modifiers, like defense combat mod and what the posture does for your units, and the time delays. Yay. Yikes. This is why I have to pick my games very carefully, because usually when I learn a game, I spend a lot of time on it. Okay, so that's the charts and tables. We've looked at the operational example of play booklet. Thanks for showing up, Stigler, by the way. I appreciate it. The scenario notes we looked at. And the rule book. All right, let's look at something cool that this game has. Yeah, it's very crunchy. We have Warsaw Pact event cards. All right. Warsaw Pact action cards. NATO event cards. And NATO action cards. So there's a bit of card play in this. The action cards are pretty cool. These are well-stocked cards. These aren't cheap. You have things like airstrikes. Play during the bombardment phase. For the current bombardment phase only, Syntax Sector 1 has 10 additional air points. So there's little things like this. Airstrikes, another one there. Air Mobile Forces. And I love that the cards, too, are color, and they just look kind of badass. Play after a Warsaw Pact declares a prepared assault against a West German unit in Sentag Sector 1. The NATO player rolls a die. On a roll from 4 to 10, air mobile troops successfully deploy, and current ground combat has an additional -2 combat modifier. And the game comes with 2 10-sided dice, in case you're wondering about the die roll ranges. Let's just take a look at some more of these. Looks like we get 2 of each. Deep Strikes. Also, Stigler. I figured out Downtown, the air combat game for Vietnam. I've got to be able to do this, right? Hopefully. That game busted my brain. Not as much as Squad Leader, but it did bust my brain. Special Forces. Played during the NATO movement phase. That's kind of cool. Targets one Warsaw Pact HQ helicopter or missile unit, and you can raid it. Yeah, right? Yeah, cards are... I don't know. I like when they do this sort of stuff. I like when they add little events to it, but I'm not sure about card-driven games. But we got to look at the events still, too, so we have to see what the events do. Okay, so I'll just flip through the rest of the actions here real quick. Wild Weasel, AWACS, another Special Forces card. Let's look at the events real quick. All right, so some of the events are an Air Surge. Now, I think cards work well for a coin game, of course. Like, I think Fire in the Lake is really cool with cards because you can set the time period. And you can, like, choose just 1968, and you only get 1968 things happening. So here's Air Surge. These are events. Air Superiority. Lucky Shot. What's this one? A direct hit on a Warsaw Pact command post kills everyone inside, disrupting the command chain. A lot of card play. Yeah, that's true. The cards would take over and not let you do... Like, okay, for example, I can't stand... Yeah, Game 1 VP. Like, I don't like commanding colors, ancients, and all that stuff because the cards tell you what you can do. Like, you know, left flank attackers. I don't like that crap. But, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's this one here? CIA operatives in East Germany provide information about Warsaw Pact troop deployment. That's kind of cool. See, these are cool. They kind of throw a little thing in here. Play during the electronic warfare phase. For 2 turns, all NATO intelligence attempts have a +2 DRM. See, these are kind of cool. They just throw a little thing on here. Advanced recon units acquire up-to-date Warsaw Pact operation maps. I like that. That's kind of neat. Defected officer. So these are kind of cool. I do think that these are kind of neat. Now, let's see. The event cards for the Warsaw Pact, are they the same thing? Yeah, they are. They just have Warsaw Pact-y pictures on them. So there you go. So same thing, just flipped. Snafu. All right. Play at any moment during NATO movement phase. A single NATO unit and chosen by Warsaw Pact must stop and cannot expend movement points during the current movement phase. Yeah, these are pretty, you know, they're not game breaking, but I kind of like it. It throws a little wrench in the works. And they got flavor. They got flavor, right? It's kind of neat. So the 2 decks are, you know, they're just mirrors of each other, but with different pictures. You know, here you have a Spetsnaz raid. So it's pretty cool. So not game breaking, and they don't drive the game really, right? All right, so then random events tables. Yep, nice also. Nice also. They do have an order. So now the cards and the charts here. So on top of all that, so this is my first deep dive into this game too as well. But on top of all that, you have the Central Front sector, right, where this takes place. The order of battle for this game. Now this is different than the operational. What is it? The oil one, the ones that you can put together and fight all of World War III. Forgot the series name. This is these more zoomed in. Now you can get other games in this series and put all the maps together. I'm not sure my brain could handle that. So here's your Warsaw Pact Order of Battle. And NATO. The components are nice. Not going to lie. And we haven't looked at the counters yet. The counters are pretty nice too. So, but yeah, just a quick video tonight to kind of go over this title that I got. It doesn't seem like it gets a lot of attention online. Here's your Warsaw Pact time track. Typical stuff, you know, keep track of things. I don't know if you guys play Next War. Next War has that one big grid and you just put markers in it. And every marker represents something else. I kind of prefer it segregated like this. Here's the NATO time track. And here is your ground combat chart. This is where you track your combat differentials. So you're going to need a marker on here to track this, kind of like Next War again. So I'll have to see which game is easier or more fun. Next War is a lot of work. You almost need a spreadsheet to determine the combat things in that game. So I'll have to see which game is less work and then kind of dive into it. But here's all your modifiers. They're all summarized here. Posture is going to depend on that posture table. Terrain modifiers, things like that. So then you just track your differences up there, your negatives and positives. Thin Red Line does a good job with component quality and value. They seem to be worth the big money. Yes, true. I think one of them is like, actually Todd was talking about it earlier today. I was looking for the Next War. Is that the one with the big air phase? Yes. The GMT one. Yeah, Next War Poland, Iran, or, Pakistan, India, Pakistan, Taiwan. The next one's Iran. Yeah, Next War is yikes. The Next War advanced rules are blah, blah, blah. Big area. So I'll have to see which one I prefer to play. Man, the Next War is a lot of math, you know. Ugh. Hey, you know, Stigler, I never did set up that Jaws of Victory Scenario 1 again. I think that's the last time you visited or commented on one of my videos about not needing the tweezers. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard, but my plexi snapped over that, by the way, and it broke in half and smashed that map. I never set it back up again. So, okay. Now the map is holy moly green. If you like green, you'll like this game. Oh boy, that's a lot of green. But it's nice. It's a nice. What do you call it? It's not laminated, but it's got that I don't know, that weird paper kind to it. Anyway, there's a lot. There's a lot here. You're gonna be fighting for open space. There's a lot of woods, heavily wooded, a lot of hills. Not a lot of open space. Recon's probably gonna be big, right? Yeah, that's why there's Vasily up. These colors are just yikes. You know, I do like the highway numbers on here. You can, you know, trot down Highway 45 here, right outside of Wetzlar in Gießen. If I didn't say that right. I don't know the main. Let me see. I have not even spread this whole thing out. I think that is it in terms of the size here. Let me see if I can. Up, 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 up. It's pretty big. I have to be careful because my camera's not super mounted well. Linen finish. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, so there you go. The border. Oh, man. A bit unwieldy, this map. I don't think I should have folded that out, but that's okay. Bear with me here. Linen finish. That's good. All right. Yep, there you go. There's the border. Yeah, I know, right? The map's crazy. So this is going to be fun. I think if we look here, I had trouble with India, Pakistan. let alone this. There's so many damn browns in that game. I couldn't even tell where the hill was. It was like the shades of brown. I'm like, I can't tell. At least here I can see. So this has got to match up here. Like this would be hill 2. Or is it hill 3? Oh God, here we go. Oh man. Yeah. Well, it's not quite that green. At least it kind of matches here. It's definitely not a hill 3. Would be this. I don't know. I'd have to look at the map. Well, I know a town. Wait, what? Oh, a town is a brown blob. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, I do that too, actually. Whew. Oh, man. Minor River, Hasty Crossing. What? I can't tell the difference on that. How do you know what Minor River Prepared Crossing? Okay, sure. They look exactly the same to me. Unless you guys can see something I'm not seeing on there. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, yeah, so this will be fun. Ooh, okay. This is why in Next War, I play Next War Poland. Because it's one country and it's flat. Well, sort of. But Next War Poland is easy to comprehend. And there's not a lot of naval crap in it. Okay, so the map is definitely going to be fun. So, like I said, if I play this anytime on the channel, it's going to be a major... it's going to be really slow. It'll be like, here's how you attack. Here's how you move. But I did want to give it some camera time because I thought that, you know, it's a well-designed game, I think, at least so far from what I read. All right, so here's your counters. Refit, posture things. Here's your attrition counters, the dog tags. Again, good stock. It's thick. They're a little bit like laminated, kind of like varnish. And here's your time counters. I'm not 100% sure what to do with these yet. And electronic warfare, a lot of status counters, nuclear stuff. Again, the colors are good. No bleeding on here, really, that I can tell. Electronic warfare effects, radiation, stuff like that. So, and then we get to the unit counters, and the silhouettes are clear and crisp here. You can see them pretty well in the background. And again, well printed. Everything's centered, which is a plus. It could be a lot worse. Oh, 12%? Really? Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I mean, video games have to do it a lot, I guess, because it's easier to do in a video game when you just flip a switch. But yeah, here it's a little bit different. Yeah, so these look really good and they're thick. I like the texture's nice. Let's see. Let's get this here. You can see your BMPs in here. Engineers, of course, and things like that. Counters look great. Yeah. Oh, Flying Colors is another one I got in last week. The deluxe version. Flying Colors is crazy with those counters. Yeah, Flying Colors, you got like on fire, wind stuff and boarding and hull hit markers and all that crazy stuff. That's one thing I remember about that game. It was like, oy, oy, oy. Here's look at that missile launcher right there. Artillery. So yeah, the counters look good. Look at that. There's only one sheet for America, for NATO. A little bit outnumbered there. Unless I have main battle tank. I need to get that out at some point. Okay, that is all the components for the game. That's it. Comes packed with stuff. Not as expensive as the operational version, the Cousin series. But good stuff. All right. And that was really all I wanted to cover tonight. I don't know if anyone has any questions about what they're playing. I don't know what you guys are up to, but I've got, let me see if I can lift this. A little bit of a mess here going right over there. Table 2. That's my playtest area there. You can see I have a lot of East Front stuff going on. So yeah. Yeah, the counters look great. And I don't know if you, well, of course you guys watch Big Board Gaming. Kev in that Saisu game or Saisu or whatever. Wow, what a load of garbage that game is, right? They want $94 for that piece of crap. Watch those videos if you haven't watched them, and then you can see what a really bad-looking game looks like. Oh yeah, and then it comes with 2 dice, which are nice. I like these kind of dice where they're crystal, and baggies, which is a rare commodity nowadays. So, all in all, again, the components are great. Game looks good. I need to compare it to Next War and see which one I can tolerate, because I can't even get into the Next War advanced rules. It's just a little bit too much for me. So I gotta one day sit down and try it. I do have Next War Korea and Poland. I sold Vietnam, just wasn't my bag. He doesn't. He does not. On to Richmond 2. Nice. I have no Civil War games. Can you believe that? I sold Into the Woods, and I probably should have kept it. But I did back P500, the Swords and Bayonets, or whatever that one is. I don't know. It's not big into the Civil War, but yeah. Yeah, On to Richmond looks pretty awesome. But that's all I got for tonight. I just wanted to give this game some airtime, and it looks like I gave it about 36 minutes. Oh, nice. Yeah, check out his Saizu video. Fast Heinz, what's up? You caught us near the end, but I can hang out if anyone wants to touch. You're missing out, but thanks for backing my team. Yeah. I should have kept Into the Woods. I really should have. But I was going through a phase where I was like, I'm never gonna play these games. And I sold a bunch of stuff, and then I was like, now I gotta get all these games back because I don't really like miniature games anymore. I think I've outgrown them. So let me see what my phone is here. Fast Heinz, you just missed the. We went over all the components in less than 60 miles. I'll try to put this out front here where you can see it. But yeah, we just went over this, so make sure you check the video out afterwards. Overall impression is components are like an A, at least an A. I think they did a good job on it. I should have kept Into the Woods. I knew it. Oh, I did. What the favorite games would be? Which ones? This one or a different one? Yeah, low attendance tonight. Come on. What are people doing on Saturdays? You guys act like you have lives or something. You guys got to have no life like me. Come on. Nice components here. Here's the cards if you don't know. Fast. Yeah, Into the Woods I need to get back. It's just, oh, man, sometimes you look at it and you're just like, my problem is, like, I can't. Yeah, okay, cool. My problem is like, if I'm going to do Civil War, I'm going to do that series, right? Yeah, everyone's probably out drinking. They got social lives. Then there's me. I'm like worried about YouTube analytics. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do Civil War, it's going to be the GBACW. So I feel like that is the most in-depth one. Yeah, I hear you, Cisco. Yeah, Into the Woods is a good introductory, right? I mean, good price, easy to get into. I think I bought the bigger game series, Death Valley or whatever, and I was like, what the hell? Like, dude, I had so much trouble just setting up a scenario in that game. It blew my mind, and I was like, I can't deal with this right now. So, but if I can learn Pacific War, I can come back around and learn that. It seems like every time I take a break, I took like a 5-month break, I come back and I'm a little bit smarter, but then I get stupid really quick. Next War System, Fast says, and this one are very different games. Okay. All right, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, cool. So Fast, which would you say you like better? Put you on the spot. Into the Woods is more crunchy than your average. Oh, really? Wait, Death Valley is better than Into the Woods? Really? Dude, what? I don't know, man. I thought the description of Into the Woods was great for a beginner. Even though Swords with Bayonets is supposed to take over the Manual Starter Kit. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's why I backed that one. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should start here. But then I don't want to wait, right? If I'm going to do Civil War, I want it to be like, oh, I'm firing a so-and-so pound lead ball. Let's get down to brass tacks, right? Just like if I play, I don't play a lot of SCS because it's a little bit too simple because I want more detail. But SCS is a good series where they add enough to it to kind of just like, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to keep playing this. This is good. I just got my Ardennes too, but I'm not really a Bulge guy. Of course, for Ardennes, I have Time for Trumpets. So, yeah, Cisco, you had it last week. There's no Time for Trumpets. So that's what I'm sitting at now. I'm looking at Anvil of Fate, Compass Games, This Little Land. Kharkov Battles, Compass Games again. Battles in the East. I have Last 100 Yards, Silver Bayonet, Flying Colors. Skies Above the Reich, which for a solo game there's a lot. Captain C, all the East Front stuff. One BCS title. I'm not a big BCS fan, but I kept Panzer's Last Stand because it's East Front. Let's see. Death Valley has more small scenarios than Into the Woods. Okay. Into the Woods has some special rules for Shiloh that make it not ideal for. Okay. All right. Oh man, I just sold Death Valley it was over a year ago, but I'm gonna have to watch Hexy's Civil War vids again, I think. So primarily my channel is World War II East Front. Let's see, I like both, fast as saying. Next War has a very nice air system. Yep, it does, yes. And a good land system. Next War is more strategic, yes. Well, LTSM is more operational. Yep, units are battalions. Okay, gotcha. I always get operational and strategic backwards, I think. I've been saying that wrong. Okay, I'll get another copy of it, but it's so complicated. Look, I went to set up the first scenario, and, I literally couldn't find the units. I was like, I'm like, what am I looking for here? But I was really stupid back then, so maybe I need to go get it again and take another look at. I literally just learned Pacific War in about a week. But Pacific War clicked for me because, I don't know, once you figure out that timing system in Pacific War with the cycles, and then, with the operation time and the battle cycles, it just becomes another war game. But, ooh, man, all right, I'll look for Death Valley, fine. I don't know, it was a small scenario. There was 6 units in it. It was shoot, I gotta look it up. Hold on. I don't know, I had trouble finding the units to put out. I was looking at it. This is the first edition. I don't know if they've redone it. Hold on, I gotta find it for you. Put me on the spot here. Actually, we can let me switch over to browsing mode. I want you guys to see how sophisticated I am. And we will go over to browsing mode. As soon as I close this, we'll go here. And we got to find GMT Games. All right, kids. Let me clean up this table a little bit, and we'll talk games. Never rub another man's rhubarb. All right. Let's talk games here. Yes, that was it. First Kernstown. Hold, please. 3 Days of Gettysburg. Oh, no. When did this go up? Oh, son of a... Did you get Under the Iron Sky? No, I did not. I did not get that fast. That thing is, Noble Knight wanted, $1,500 for that thing. Oh, man. Oh, I also backed Thunderbolt. I backed Thunderbolt. I backed this because I have Last 100 Yards. I do not have Airborne. You need Airborne for this, boys and girls. Just a heads up. I don't know what this is. What this is. Volko's putting out some weird stuff, man. I'm alright. I'll pass. But these are the games that get 80,000 copies made before they get to the ones I like. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 1302. What is this, Stigler? What is this? It's huge. What? Oh my gosh. You have got to get the Gettysburg game. Dude, I don't know, man. Alright, guys, look at this. What are you trying to do to me here? Have you looked at these rules? Let's just take a look at this real quick. Let's go. Wait a minute. Wait, did these get smaller? What the heck? Okay. Yes, you do. I know. I'll get it. I'll back it. Fine. You guys are killing me here. All right, so I got these units, and okay. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. You guys are killing me, man. I don't know about this. Yeah, I know. But there's so many Gettysburg games. Aren't people burned out over this yet? Oh boy, look at this. Oh no. I mean, if you're gonna get it, if you're gonna get if you're gonna get a Civil War game, this has got to be the pinnacle, right? I mean, look at this detail. Oh yeah, the extended lines thing was confused. Oh my gosh, dudes, no, I don't know. Oh god. Oh, you guys are killing me. But it looks awesome. Like I want to learn to play it, but all right, hold on. Let's go back. I gotta, yeah. I'm not a big Simonich topic and year guy. All right, cool. It is a lot, yes. Okay. All right, look, when I get it in, I'll definitely hit you up. So if I look at Volko's weird little games here, the only one that really interests me, I want him to do this game, right? This system, but do it with Vikings. If he does that, I will definitely get into that series. Oh my god, there's more to the right. This game's selling like hotcakes. Not this one, but the original one. Okay, where was I? Okay, I backed Thunderbolt. Okay. I'm a big Great Battles of History fan. You don't want to be 7-year old and think, I should have bought that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. Why do I feel like you guys are trying... Are you guys getting money off of this or something? It's kind of... I feel compelled to buy it now. That's odd. Okay, Thunderbolt, I definitely backed. What else did I get? Okay. I'm not a big naval guy. I already got Pacific War. I'm good on that. Okay, I know. No, I mean, I looked, but I must have missed something last week. I know I got the email about the update, but yikes. Boy. The problem is they're not putting out my games that I want. Look at this, fellas. Come on. A 5th printing of this over something. Come on now. Let's bump some of these up here. Okay, Panzer North Africa, of course I backed. Oh, Russian Front I backed for last 100 yards, of course. You guys know me. Field of Fire Deluxe. Now, you talk about a brain buster. I did back this. $11.95, kids. Oh man. I'm not doing another Ted Racer game. I'm good. I'm not. No. Nope. Rebel Fury. What is this? Rebel Fury. I don't know what this is. Looks too simple for me, of course. Okay. Made the cut. Also, I wish I had more friends to play these cool railroad games because I'm really into like that Gilded Age show on HBO and like Rail Baron stuff. But I have like one friend, so. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, look, here's my games. They're still down here. Come on. Okay, Swords and Bayonets backed. Look at that, 1164, my man. Nice. Let's just go down and take a look at this. Okay, description. 4 small-scale Civil War battles. I like that. I'm digging that. I'm going to have to do some research on... Oh, wait. I fought this in an MMP title. I forgot the name of it. I had a Civil War game from MMP, and I fought this battle. It is on my YouTube channel. And I got railed for not knowing the rules. It's Don. Krabby's here, guys. The moderators entered the channel. Y'all are going to stop swearing. What else here? Okay. Oh yeah. What else? Oh, look at Gringo. Is Gringo really available for $35? I don't think that's right. You can ask Don there. I've looked for a copy of this game for like 10 years now. Let's see. We're hoping to get it into art department by the end of September. Working hard. Okay. All right. Okay. Don, didn't you have Gringo? I think you had it. We didn't play it, but that's not $35. This is even in stock. This isn't even in stock, is it? You can't buy this. Don, we're just talking about difficulty. Yeah, long out of print. I know. Gringo looks cool. So, Don, we're just talking about difficult Civil War games. We're talking about Berg's Civil War GB ACW, and how I sold Into the Woods, but I backed Swords and Bayonets up here somewhere. Did I pass it already? I think I passed it. And they're telling me to get Death Valley back again, Don, as you remember. Gleam of Bayonets was from TSR. It was a mess. Okay. Gleam of Bayonets. Gotcha. What do you guys think about that Thunderbolt thing that's coming out there? I back that. I need to get a copy of this. Battle of White Plains. It's interesting to see the difficulty scale ramp up in the... What are we doing here? Are we just going to look at these titles? Yeah, why not? I got distracted. Let's see the difficulty ramp up from the first few series in this game to White Plains, which is probably the pinnacle. I mean, it's volume 10. I'm not sure what else you can do. I guess there's a lot of stuff you could still do. New Orleans and stuff like that. New Orleans. Okay. All right, you distracted me, Stigler. And we were looking at down. Great Battles of the American Civil War. Yeah, Thunderbolt I have. Pass on Thunderbolt. Ancients put me to sleep. Yeah, I kind of like Ancients, though. Okay. Battles with Gringos. Oh yeah. That's, just looking at this makes my head hurt. I had Death Valley and I had River of Death. I sold them both. I need to get Into the Woods. Okay, Death Valley right here. Do you have the scenario book in here somewhere? I backed Thunderbolt figuring it's a Berg, so it's going to be complicated, but if it's like some... I don't do those like lunchtime games where there's like one number on the counter. Nah. Where's the scenario book there? Head Hurt, says the guy who played... Yeah, that's... Henry, The Fate of All from Thin Red Line looks interesting. Yes. If only we could get those. I wish Fabrizio would just email me when he has a new game coming out. And then I could know. But I don't know what it is, but I just forget to check websites and I don't know what's going on. So Henry, we were talking about... Gringo's been out of print fast for so long that I doubt it. But Henry, we're just showing real quick the components here for... Let me turn the camera a little bit better for you guys. We just went over everything for less than 60 miles. So the first part of the video is less than 60 miles, and now we've gotten to the point where we're kind of just talking about games in general. Let me get these cards up. But we went over all the cards. The cards are the same for each side. They just have different graphics and different names. Warsaw Pact and NATO. Really cool stuff. So I finally got this broken down on camera and everything. Yeah, Gringo needs to be reprinted. It's such a rare topic, you know. That needs to come back. All right, so we were looking at this. I'm going to go back to the. But remember, Don, like I said, I mean, once we figure out that battle cycle thing, Pacific War is not that bad. Now, Empire of the Sun's a little bit different, but. All right, we'll go back here. Stigler, do you have the... There's no scenario book up here? Or is there a website where, you know, like they do for OCS, like a Great Battles of the Civil War Depot? You guys have that anywhere? I need to get a copy of this again. Into the Woods. I need to get this back. See, this has the battle book. So you're saying I should back 3 days of Gettysburg. I mean, it's a good deal, right? It's $99 normally. I'll probably have to P500 that. Yeah, Into the Woods for $60. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Swords and Bayonets. Oh, okay. All right. Darn it. I know I fought that battle. I fought this battle. I just don't remember what game that was in. All right. So I know what to look for. How about, you heard anything about Dead of Winter coming back? I don't know much about Murfreesboro, though. I don't know if Shenandoah, I know. Red Badge of Courage. First and Second Bull Run. River of Death. Yeah, Chickamauga. I actually have relatives that fought here, which is interesting. Okay. So, yeah. Henry, definitely go back and take a look at the earlier part of the video. I covered, we went through all this fun stuff. Deluxe would be a steal at $150 if they asked that much. There will also be a whole new cavalry field map. Why does that sound super complex? Dead of Winter probably won't be... Okay, cool. All right. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Simonich name with a year after it, although I do want to get Stalingrad 42 reprint because it has the expansion in it. Now, if we look at what am I really looking forward to this year? Well, hey guys, look at this. I just happen to have bookmarks prepared ahead of time up here, being the awesome live streamer. Ardennes 2 just came in, but this is what we're all waiting for, isn't it? Be honest now. That right there. So, what's the cavalry fighting map, field map? What do you know? What, like, do you have any little inside tips there about what that does? Oh, I forgot to put the chat window up on that one. Let me go back to this real quick. Just gonna slide that camera over there. An area east of Gettysburg where there were some pitched cavalry battles on the third day. Okay. So what are we thinking about this OCS title here? Yes. This was a nasty, nasty theater of war. I'm playing this in Eastern Front now. All my latest videos are covering the initial thrust across the Tartar Ditch. This combines with Third Winter, by the way. You can put the maps together. What does Revolution Games have going on? Besides not loading. So Don, the we have an offer from Stigler there to learn Great Battles of the American Civil War. Now, a Civil War series I do like is anything by these guys. I like this series. It's fun. It's not overbearing, and it's pretty cool. So these are pretty good, I think. I don't know what you guys think about that. Eagles in the Sky, I haven't touched that. OCS is well regarded, so if you like OCS, it'll probably must have... Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I see. Yep, I see where you're going. All right. I gotcha. Although I do like these counters. But, you know, guys, if I'm doing World War One air combat, I'm getting Bloody April. You know I'm going that way. Eagles of the Sky came out of Revolution. Nice components. Yeah, these counters look really good. I am liking that. Bird does not compute. Oh, man. Phalanxian. My favorite Berg word. Phalanxian. Richard. Rest in peace. Okay, I have this game. Solitaire. South Mountain. Revolution's cranking out some good lawnmowers. Come on, man. We can't all be George Pepards. George Peppards. Yeah, Revolution's putting out some good Civil War stuff. Death of an Army. The Battle of Yips. World War One. What a battle that was, right? Crazy stuff. This game does look good. Revolution Games is killing it. They're doing some good stuff lately. Hey Don, here's one right up your alley. Right here, Warsaw 1920. 1930s if then. Yeah, you might. Yeah, that's kind of true. But Bloody April is a cool game, man. if you're gonna go all out, Bloody April's the way to go. But my God, is that game crunchy? Any game where you have to Ypper, yes, Ypper, Ypri. It's a hard word to say. First Bull Run. God, they got some good stuff on here. I have Thunder at Dawn. I do not have Deadly Woods because I'm over the bulge, even though now I own 2 games about it. I don't know how that happened. Corregidor. Fury at Midway. Too simple. But looks nice. Kernstown I have. By the way, these maps are fantastic. Poland Defiant. Good. Counterattack. Battle of Arras. The one time the French really put up a fight, but I could fight this in Blitzkrieg Legend. And I have, live on my channel. Trademark. Across the Narva, I have. Longstreet Attacks, I have. Königsberg, I have. These were all on sale, the Ziploc editions. That's why I have so many of these. Red Typhoon, a bit too simplistic for me. I'll just play Typhoon by GMT Games. Thunder in the Ozarks, I don't have that. Battle Axe. I don't have that. Stonewall Sword. Don't have that one. I don't have that. They have really put a lot of titles out. Now, we need to look at my boys from VUCA. Yeah, we are getting overloaded with must-have games. Hey, this is a good time to... Quick question. How do you feel you've gotten your money out of Wargames or not? That is a good question. Okay, so that is a really good question. Here's how I feel. If I can get it to the table and make a few videos about it, what I do is I make videos as I learn it. And you have to at least play it once. Don has a good rule. What is that? What is that, a 3-year rule, Don, or something like that? If it doesn't get to the table in 3 years, you sell it or something like that. Man, how do I feel like I got my money's worth? I think if I punch it and play it and put it on the table and I keep it on the table for like 2 or 3 weeks, and because you can't play, right? You can't just devote all your time if you're doing 3-year rule. If you're doing videos on YouTube like I do, and of course you don't have to stream and stuff like that, but I rotate things quickly. Like I'll do 2 weeks on one thing. Unless it's OCS, in which case I get completely addicted, and then I keep doing OCS videos for like a month. How do I feel like I got my value? I think if I get it out and actually go through it and can learn it, like time for Trumpets. Will I get my value for that game? We will see when I try to play it. If I get it and the rules are just... I know the rules are crazy already, but... By the way, I'm passing on this game. What I want is this right here. Yeah, exactly. That's another good one, too. Cisco has a point. A lot of my OCS counters are, like, really beat up. Like Blitzkrieg Legend. You know, the corners are getting raggedy. Yeah, that's true. Also, as Don can... Yeah. Oftentimes comes when learning a new mechanic or design, yes. Like Pacific War is well worth the money because it's like a sandbox of the Pacific War. And what I like about it is you can just, now that I have it compartmentalized, you can just set up anything you want and just goof off with it. And just set up little battles. Like if you want to invade an island, you just make stuff up. Panzer is another one. Panzer is basically a miniatures game, but there's points in it. You can create your own battles. Last 100 yards, you can create your own battles. Things like that. Yes. Yeah, I want to get this. I have a guy I'm talking to in Board Game Geek, but I kind of overspent this month, so we're going to have to wait on that. But anyway, yeah, this looks really good. I was reading the rules, and it looks really good. Okay, and then, of course, Red Strike. I pre-ordered this. Oh, golly. This is a big one. So this is crazy big. Yes, if a game teaches you, yes, exactly, which is what I'm looking for in those Civil War games. I need to learn more about the Civil War. Look at this game, Red Strike. $154, and that is the discount, kids. This is going to be crazy, and there's a Facebook page for this. So I'm looking forward to that, and please, if anyone has... It's not on here anymore. Where'd it go? Huh. Wow, they took it off their page, too, didn't they? They did. Across the River Bug, I'm looking for. That makes me angry that I missed that. I have this. I have this. And okay, so if we go to, yeah, if a game teaches you something, I just like a game that has a lot of replayability. I've pre-ordered this from New England Simulations. I showed Don this. I got the cool version coming with this. Look at that. This is going to be huge. Right there. And projected release is September, so I did pre-order that. I'm looking for Killing Ground. I have Jaws of Victory. Yeah, VUCA games are crazy value. VUCA games are so well produced. When I first got Thesis, I had to blink several times. They are really nice. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking at there. So yeah, okay, Stickler, I'll look for Death Valley again, but I wish I had to copy that playbook somewhere. Let's see, what else we got up here? Legion. Legion makes good stuff, but the quality's not up there. But they make some very interesting titles, some weird titles, offbeat. Yeah, Winter's Victory looks like it's going to be awesome. I'm a big Napoleonics fan, but I only have 2 Napoleonic games right now. I sold a lot of them, so it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, Theseus was okay. The components were awesome, just not a fan of the battle. Crossing the line, So yeah, I guess we're looking at a lot of GMT stuff coming out. So yeah, like I said, I would do the Levian command system if they did this with Vikings. This system screams, please use Vikings. Plantagenet I'm kind of interested in, but I'm a little bit over Volco cylinders and blocks and all that garbage. I'm kind of over that, but more power to them. But this is what we're looking at right here. 3 Days of Gettysburg. The Deluxe Edition. So is this tweaking the rules any that you know of? man. Ugh, I just look at these rules and I start to like, yay, yay. Oh, God. Dude. Oh, man. This terrifies me. Oh, man. Hey, at least there's blue in here, right? We know it's changed. Yikes. This is terrifying. Oh, my gosh. Now, this Don is a terrifying rule book. Pacific War, not so much. This is terrifying. Okay, skirmishers, alright. Well, I'm glad you told me about this. I still find it hard to believe that Into the Woods is not the better title for introductory, but... yeah, it was Kernstown, you're right. Yeah, I remember trying to do Kernstown. I think Don was supposed to come over, we were supposed to play it, and I couldn't even figure out how to set it up. But I was a lot stupider then, so... See, he's already out, Stigler. Look at that. Oh, man. Jeff. Hex is here. Hex is gung-ho on Ardennes 2 right now. Good job on that, by the way. Yeah, hey, we're just talking about your series here, Hexy, your Great Battles of Civil War. Stigler's trying to sell me that Death Valley would be better to get than Into the Woods. And I'm looking at this and I'm about to get a migraine. I have to watch your videos again. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I did Pacific War, right? So I haven't been able to do squad leader. I have not been able to do squad leader. Whoa. I don't know about 3 days, Cisco. But you know what? The only way to learn this stuff, I let him in. Best system ever. I know. It's if you're gonna do Civil War, you got to go this way, or we were talking. You got to go this way, or the Revolution Games series. Yeah. I let him in. He's that's Jeff. Let's see. I know. I honestly, I keep telling myself I'm going to learn squad leader, but I don't think I'd rather do last 100 yards, right? That last 100 yards is becoming a squad leader with cool modules, and then they're adding the Brits, man. I got to do the Brits. Yeah, Stig is selling me on 3 Days of Gettysburg, of course, and I got to back it now probably. So Hex, you missed the less than 300 or less than 60 miles right here. Beginning of the video, we just kind of went over all the components of this thing and kind of talking about this compared to Next War series. But yeah, very good components in this game. Cards, event and action cards, some cool stuff in here. Yeah, oh no, we're gonna definitely do last 100 yards over squad leader. I think also one of my pinnacle games is once Fields of Fire comes back out. I think that's going to be one that that could test me. Yeah. Hey, Cisco. Funny story. I did join an ASL cult one time. Not to be confused with Scientology. No, I went to this guy's place. It was the weirdest experience of my gaming life. One of them. The other weird experience was the guy that threw his Warhammer miniatures against the wall if they rolled poorly. That was fun. But, yeah, the ASL thing was quite an experience. Yeah, Fields of Fire is the card game. Extremely complicated. But I backed the Bastogne expansion, and I got it. So now I need the other part, because I wasn't going to buy the current version. I want the new extended, the deluxe version. So, yeah, the solitaire card game. Good luck on that one, I tell myself. So, after playing Pacific War, I think that Gary might be right. I think I'd have to knock the complexity down to an 8. I think that people get thrown off by the time factor in that game. Yeah, it's solo. I mean, I guess we could make decisions together and stuff like that. It would be fun to try to crack it together. Yeah. Has anyone here actually been table flipped? No, just like I said, I've had models thrown, but never table flipped. I'm trying to think. No, never table flipped. That's wrong. Yeah, so. Don, I'm getting pretty good at East Front, man. I've been practicing. I've been doing that Crimea scenario. I'm starting to get it now. But they gave me some good units in that scenario to actually do well at it, like, super heavy artillery and things like that. But oh, my gosh. Hey, guys, look, I'm still scrolling through the rules for this game. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. So, Hexy, I'll be watching your videos again, probably, on this one. Oh, my God, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Don beat me in the Eastern Front Scenario 1 from Army Group Center. You guys didn't hear that from me, though. Get Death Valley, one of the best buys ever. Okay, Death Valley is... But doink, let me go back here. Let me scroll up. Games. No, home. Where's my side thing? What? Why is my internet acting... There we go. Death Valley, is that even still in print? What is happening to my website? There we go. I thought that was out of print, though. Was it? Oh, typing in the word death on the GMT site is probably a bad idea. There it is. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's still there. Fine, you guys got to teach Don, too, though. We have to have, like, a lunch and learn. Well, okay, we all work, so probably a dinner and learn, but... Oh, my God. Oh, this game. Oh, boy. What, are there any... Oh, this is the one I had. Wait, was it... Yeah, Death Valley. Yeah, this is it. Kernstown is the one I tried to play. And I was so stupid that I couldn't figure out how to deploy the units in the scenario. I was looking at it and I'm like, what? But I'm also the guy that tried to set up... Oh, I'm busy then. Come on, man. We got to try at least once. I'm also the guy that tried to set up Vietnam and couldn't find 150 millimeter artillery, and it was on the backside of a counter. Kev had to tell me that, but he also kind of fell for that. He had to tell me, and yeah, we both had it. Yep, I know. This would be my second purchase. I kind of gave up on it, but it's so complicated. Oh my God. This is a lifestyle game, fellas. You're forcing me to do like a month of these videos if I get into this. Yeah, the Kernstown game by Revolution Games, I have that one. It's good. It's only 59 bucks? What? Yeah, but I gotta get White Plains, man. Don's breathing down my neck about Revolutionary War series. What are we at here? God, hour 18. So, Hexy, are you going to go back to this by any chance, this series? I know it's a lot, but... Yeah, I did back Swords and Bayonets. Jeff, are you gonna go back to this because I need more. I need more in the videos you did. I need more. I know it's a lot though. I don't want to press you. I know this is like a thing where you'd have to like do this for a whole like 2 weeks or something. I'm having to cut my. Yeah, this is. I was asking some people in here. Fast, and someone else was playing it. Henry, maybe, is he still in here? We were looking at how many people we got in here. 10. I was looking at this compared to Next War. and he was lining some things to tell me about. You know, the rules are all black and white. It's a lot of text. An intro, but it supports the full rule set. No wimping out on anything. I design. Okay, all right. If I do that Civil War game, I'm literally gonna have to play that for like a month because I will not grok that. So yeah, Jeff, I was showing the rulebook is here, but it does come with the rulebook's not a lot to look at, but it does. I've got everything all mixed up. Pardon me here, fellas. This is a professional stream. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the map. We were really discussing this map. Look at this crazy green. Look at this craziness. Yeah, it does have examples of play, full color, so all is not lost. It'll be hard to learn less than 60 miles. That I do not believe. Not in the least bit. Oh, man. But, if you were selling a car, I would buy it, Stigler. Okay. Yeah, so there's, yep. But yeah, I like the components in this. We were just going over some of the components. I don't know where I'm going to go next. I'm doing Crimea East Front. There's nothing comparable to LTSM. It follows a very rigid and special deployment movement mechanism. Nice. All right. That's what I like to hear. Well, in fact, these are upside down. Nope, now they're upside down again. There we go. Oh, I'm having so much trouble here. There we go. This guy. Oh, so fast. I did get on the list for that Ancients game he's doing. Fabrizio. I'm a little bit over Great Battles of History, so I'm looking to try something different, but not super simple, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not like overly simple. I don't like those historical games with like one number on the counter. That was another great game we had, Don, was Great Battles of Alexander. I had my elephants rampage. Good times. We've had some moments. Yeah, so I'm doing East Front now, and then I gotta figure out what's it. Okay, what if I do this? What if I wait for my Civil War game to come in, and then I start doing videos on that, and then the Central Front. Oh yeah, hey, he was just talking about that. I got Red Storm Rising. Oh man, I remember that. Yeah, do you remember that stuff? Oh, Red Storm Rising was great. I also had the computer game in the same name. Tom Clancy was hitting on all cylinders back in the 80s. Was that a Clancy book? I can't remember. Okay, good. Wait, was Red Storm Rising Clancy or that other guy? Now I gotta look that up. I don't remember. And who was the other guy? Yeah, it was Clancy, wasn't it? Who's the other guy that did the really good World War III books? The Team Yankee books. Yeah, that was Tom Clancy, but who did Team Yankee? I don't remember. Yeah, it was Clancy. Who did Team Yankees? You want to remember? Was it Harold something? I read those books when I was younger, and they terrified me. I was like, am I going to die? Is World War III going to happen? But we also grew up listening to Sting, who was telling us not to nuke each other. That's how old I am. No, not Crichton. It was Team Yankee was although Crichton's awesome. Harold Coyle. Crichton did Jurassic Park. Yeah, Harold Coyle did Team Yankee. And boy, this book was good. I read this at a young age. And now, of course, they have the miniatures game out. Yes, thank you, Don. Correct. So what if I do this? What if I wait? I secure a copy of Death Valley. And that's my next game on the table. And I'd have to rope Don in somehow. So Stigler, you have to sell that guy, the blue moderator, into the Great Battles of the American Civil War series. Me, I'm all in for it because I know it literally goes down to the size of the musket balls, so I'm all into that. But yikes. Is there a way to just play that game? Yeah. Yeah, I had the computer game. That was good stuff. Team Yankee was good too. I'll get it. I just don't know how to play it, man. Look, maybe we can get on Facebook or something. But there's a way to play the Civil War game where you just put like a couple of units out. So what I usually do when I get these complicated games is I just make shit up. So I put two units on each side and I just practice combat. So I'm assuming I could probably do that, right? Or do I have to? You gotta get the units out there. You need a commander. Like it's hard to do that in Great Battles of History because you gotta have a guy to give him orders. Then you gotta, all this stuff. So maybe I can do that with Civil War. I do not learn by setting up the entire campaign map. There's some people that do that, and that is not me. Oh, look. Look, we got Don into it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, Don. It's going to be difficult. Very. But I think you and I smashed Pacific War pretty well. Except we made the mistake of, if you have a 0 for long range, it does not mean you cannot fire. You just suck. So I'll see. I can get the rules online. I got to pick up a copy, though. Not sure I can get my copy. It'll probably be in the month. I am going to have to sell. Once my Warhammer selling things runs out, then I have to slow down. So, man, Team Yankee 1987. Woof. I was a wee lad then. Military school. It's good times. All right, guys. I don't know. I got nothing else. So we covered this to Stigler selling us 80 advanced copies of 3 Days of Gettysburg, and then Jeff coming in and solidifying the fact that I should get it and do it next. I don't know what I'm doing, though. I'm not really sure I could record that because I would look like an idiot. So, Jeff, you're doing over on your page. We got to give shout-outs here. Stigler, are you doing anything on your YouTube channel? You're probably too busy designing stuff, right? Man, Hex, you got another video up already? Good Lord. Let's take a look here. I'm going to swap over. Here's Hex's channel. Look at that. You already did your Ardennes. Ardennes 2, 7 finished. Okay. Kessel Schlacht. That's the best video ever. Okay, there's this game. Although it was interesting, Jeff, to watch you go from hatred to kind of like not minding this Gettysburg game. But God, is it ugly. We were just talking earlier, too. You guys want to see something funny? Go over to Big Board Gaming and watch them review Sisu or Sisu or whatever. Not to be confused with the movie. So, just kind of taking a look at what Hexy's been up to lately. Cranking out the vids. I know. You guys are killing me. I've got, if all my games hit in the same month, I would be in deep shit. Really deep shit. Like that meme. Here you go, buddy, on the shelf. I'm in severe credit card debt. Hex, you're up to 558. Oh, God. Oh, man. Hella busy with, yep, okay, and also stepping into hell. Stepping into hell. What's that? Huh, okay. Kessel Schlacht. It had a really low rating. Yeah. I mean, the game looks good. The counters look really cool. I'll admit. Look at those counters. That's what I like to see. The map is cool. Kessel Schlacht. It's just a great name. I can say that over and over again. Yeah. Man, you guys had a 2-hour session? What? You guys are a little bit pumped for this game. I watched a little bit of this one. You can see what I've been watching here. I'm just rambling now. We've been on for an hour 30, fellas. Stepping into Hell is the Wilderness 64 game. Okay. All right. What is Gleaming? What is Gleam 2? Gleaming Bayonets, or which one is that? What's everyone else up to here? Anyone else got a channel I need to plug? Who else has got a channel? Stigler, you're just not doing anything video-wise. You're just designing. Lucky you, actually. Wise Guy's been busy with Kingdom Death Monster. Oh, have you guys ever watched this guy? He's good. It's funny. He does ramble a bit, but I like that his videos are long. He's a big Civil War fan. You guys should check him out. Let's give him some love. 82 Gaming 12. He's really into that Revolution game series. This guy's funny. He does sponsors like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. Gleam of Bayonets. Okay, it'll be redo of Antietam, South Mountain, Harper's Ferry. Okay. Harper's Ferry, not to be confused with the other ferry in Lord of the Rings. Forgot the name of it already. Alright, guys, I'll see what I can do about this. Oh, God. Now, this will be... Yeah, I like A2 Gaming 12. Yeah, I like... It's a good channel. I have comments. Probably someone yelling at me now. Big Board put aside Ardennes 2. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. What happened there? Buckleberry Ferry, thank you. We gotta get to Buckleberry Ferry. Thanks, Don. Appreciate that. You know where I'm going. All right. Oh, shit. All right. All right, Hexy. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. If you ever do like a Facebook Learn or YouTube Stigler, you can teach me something. Okay. Yeah, Kev was... I guess he didn't like it or something. Although I do have to admit that artillery thing is kind of weird where you... It's like the baggage train in Battalion Combat series. Like, 8 contiguous road hexes. Does that mean you move to a road and then move 8? Or you just plop it onto a road and then... It's kind of weird, right? What if you surround the unit and then so I guess it's stuck? I don't know. Yeah, here's Kev's latest vid. Looks like he didn't like it too much or something. Because I asked him, I was like, busy day, and he said, I've put it aside for now, too many rule unknowns. So a waste of a morning, really. Uh-oh. I always feel that way when I beat myself, so. Which happens quite frequently. Although, Don, in my latest Crimea videos, I'm rolling like a champ. I destroyed the Soviets in the opening move, but it's a long game. It's a long scenario. Barrage of the Rune Wall, I think, is awesome. Is that the one, Ardennes 2? I just got my copy today, Jeff. I haven't even popped the shrink on it, but is that the one where it affects the hexes next to where the barrage lands or something? I don't know what my page looks like when I'm live. Okay, it shows it on there. Oh, that's good. All right. Yeah, this is all I've been doing lately. Just East Front and Pacific War. I did roll the die live, yes. There are live rolls in the next 2... I'm 2 videos ahead at the moment. So the next 2 videos are live rolls. It's air phase and something else. Oh, barrage the hex, not the units. Okay, that's cool. So, anyone up for a time for trumpets? Yeah. I've had a busy August. I got really addicted to Pacific War and almost turned into the Pacific War channel. Like I did the OCS channel. OCS is not done, by the way, because now I've got Burma. But now, apparently, I have to learn Civil War games, so we'll see what happens. All right, so you guys are saying Into the Woods is not a better buy than Time for Trumpets. Come on, man. You know you want to try at least once. So you guys are saying that Into the Woods is not a better buy for a beginner than Death Valley. Yeah. Time for Trumpets is going to be... I will beat it, though. I will beat that game. I'm going to get it out, and I will learn it, but it's going to take me at least a month, probably. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Fast. Appreciate your insight to Thin Red Line stuff. Death Valley is your Huckleberry. I need something for beginners, fellas. Now, Into the Woods was touted as the beginner's game. Not so much as Swords and Bayonets, but... Death Valley looks like the better purchase due to the amount of content, because my God, that box... I remember getting that box and I was like, what the hell did I get into here? I know Don, though, favors the older titles more than... the Civil War, Revolutionary War stuff more than World War II stuff, but yeah, Don, check out the 1924 game. They got some good Russian Revolution stuff on Legion Wargames too, I think it was. I'm actually tired, and it's only 7:40. Another question: do you keep most of your games? Oh no, no, my friend. I sell many. I'll play them, and if I think to myself, if in 3 months I were to go back to this game and not remember how to play it, I'll probably sell it. It's not touted as a beginner game? Huh. Okay. I thought it was. Maybe it was a GMT advertising. Anyway. Yeah, I sell a lot of my games, man. I rotate on a consistent basis, but I'm looking to stop doing that. Yeah, see, that's my problem. My problem was, and it's a lesson learned again, as I tried to get back into miniature gaming, there's a couple of things about Warhammer. A, I think I've outgrown it. I don't have time for that shit anymore. B, it's just not, it's not as fun. Warhammer turned out to be not as fun as the hype around it, and I'm just kind of over miniature games. And I always come back to to Hex and Counter games. I've done it since I was like 12. And this is just my thing. So, like, for example, if I do something like, yes, I know, man. I'm doing it, Jeff. I'm selling. Like, I want to get that Horror on Plum Island by GMT Games. Like, if I'm going to do something like Warhammer, I'm just going to get a Hex version of it now. The Mark Herman, or not Herman, the Long Road. Stuff like that. I'm just going to get, I'm just going to stick with Hex and flat tops and board games and stuff. Yeah, minis are a misdirected effort. Minis are never as fun as it looks. You think, oh man, bolt action. Yeah, I'll get into that. And it's just, yeah. So, lesson learned. It's just, I guess that's it, That could have, so I'm selling all my Warhammer stuff and trying to get the games back that I sold like a moron. But yeah. I hear you. I know, guys. You slap me on the wrist. I swear to God, if I get the Civil War game and I can't get it, I will sell it again. But we gotta try. I gotta try it at least once. I'm approaching games that I didn't understand the first time. So, if you want to paint and build a diorama, do that. Yeah. I had more fun growing up doing World War II models and dioramas for a tank. I had this great diorama I did. It was a Stug 3, and the tank commander and driver, I had them pulled over on the side of the road. I even made a cigarette in the tank commander's hand in between the fingers. That's the kind of stuff I like to do, and I realize that's probably the kind of modeler I am, not an army game modeler, so I think I'm just over it. But yeah, I had a great that diorama was awesome. I'll never forget that thing. I had a knocked over telephone pole and all this stuff. It was really cool. That's the kind of stuff I like. But those are hard to paint. You got to get super realistic. But I'll still play some board games that have miniatures like Aliens, Another Day in the Core, and Kingdom Death Monster and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like this wasn't too much fun this time around, man. So yeah, it wasn't fun. Stoogs, yeah, Sturmgeschütz. I know, but I just felt like saying Stuke 3. You know how it is. Yeah, so alright, I'll look into the Civil War stuff. You guys better be spot on about that Death Valley game, man, because it seems like a little bit much. But, you know, I'll take your advice. I mean, you are involved with it, so. Hexy, what do you got going on after Ardennes 2? Anything cool you got lined up? I was thinking about doing some more OCS, but I'll devote time to other things, I think, you know. This is what I did through October. I came back right around here. So it feels like a lot, but I guess I haven't done a lot. Or, I'm sorry, for August, not October. I don't know. Zox, yeah, I know. When people say Zox, Z-O-C. I think I say both. Let's see. Panzer battles on the Cure. Okay, cool. Cure River. All right. Yep. That's a good one. I like that. I think that's one with random chit draw or something. That's cool. And there's also a version of that in Case Blue, but you have to download it off the website. Just kind of lame. But... Oh, this one right here. Yeah, I did a video on it. But the SCS version looks to be more fun. No, remember, you did agree with me on Jaws of Victory. I can't do, if I have to pick stuff up without the tweezers, I will knock everything over. It's brutal. Oh, God, I forgot about Goss. Oh, geez. I think I blacked out for a minute, fellas. Oh, yeah, and there's a point in time here where I was like the OCS channel. I might have a few videos on OCS, but you gotta play what you like, right? There's a lot of OCS videos. Holy crap. Goss is another one that... Oh, boy. Where did I do... Yeah, I have a few OCS videos. I might be addicted. Man, I really got to pump out some more videos. I feel like I'm lagging behind here. I take too much time off in between these videos, I think. But I don't want to get burned out, so. ASL, really? ASL's got a lot of status counters, too. What's Todd up to here? Ah, Magnus showing up from Sweden, middle of the night. Excellent. That is dedication, sir. We might be wrapping up, Magnus, but basically we did... let me go back here. We did cover less than 60 miles. I got that out finally. Yeah, Jaws is a really good-looking game, man. I want Killing Ground, though. I missed out on that. I'm so angry. But it's like Jeff said last week, you snooze, you lose. It is a really good package. Oh, an ASL shop? That's rare, too, really. Yeah, Magnus, we just covered the components and everything for less than 60 miles. And we looked through the rule book, all that fun stuff. Now we're just talking about games. We're just talking about whatever. Whatever you're playing. Visiting websites, that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah, Not Paris looks really good, man. That's another one. See, so I have. Oh, Tom Jones is dead. What? When did this happen? I was going to watch Learning to Play Panzer while I noticed you were live. Yeah, I need to get back to Panzer too. Oh my gosh, there's too much. There's too much, fellas. There's too much. Yeah, man, this game looks good. This game looks good. Woo. You sold it for $50. What? It's all right. I've made some bad decisions myself. Yeah, the Panzer sample turn. I think I may have made some mistakes in there, Magnus. Just a heads up. But you'll get the general idea. Go back. I've got to get Panzer back on the table again, to be honest with you. Because I picked some tanks that were really bad for the example in that, and they just were not equally matched. So, just a heads up before you watch that. I would like to approach that game over again. So, my next purchases, Jeff, in all, were going to be the 2 Revolutionary War, the Tri-Pack and White Plains, followed by Knocked Paris, Lost Victories, Manstein, or Lost Victories East Front, and something else. But now it looks like I have to kind of shift my responsibilities here. Yeah, I was reading the rules and there was something. It's got like the facing and all sorts of crazy stuff. Well, that's not right. Where's that going? Oops. This is the one I really want. I've never been able to get a copy of Across the Bug River. Damn it. There we go. I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, I get it. Except... let's see. Yeah. Yep. Look at those counters. Those counters are gorgeous. There's a lot on them, but they're gorgeous. Yeah, different facing, yep. I think you have to do that in a World War I game to some extent. Holy moly. Oh. Yikes. No, it's fine. We'll be fine with this. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I do like the colors on the table, too. The colors has got the little dots for the combat results. Yeah, here, this is what I was looking at. The combat results table, interesting. It cross-references the dots and the different symbols to kind of tell you what happens at a glance. Yeah, this is. I found this to be interesting here. Apparently, I've highlighted something. Look at that. God, this game looks great, though. These guys have definitely got something going on here. Oh, yeah, here's your little things right here. You get these little symbols, and then you just kind of reference to that. So the combat table looks a little bit weird. Oh, look at these. Oh, my God. But I do like this. It tells you where to look for every rule. Now, Pacific War does that. Yeah, Pacific War is doing this, and so is the new Barbarossa Army Group Center. Written very well. Don and I were able to jump right back in, and we had played it before, so. And you got these little symbols. Yep. Yeah, this is World War I on steroids. And second thought, maybe we won't go to Camelot. I think maybe we'll hold off on this one. Because I'm going to be doing Civil War, I need to spend money on that, and that's going to take forever. But damn, this looks good. See you later, Don. Thanks for stopping in. I read this game's over 15 years in the making. Yeah, I could see that, because this is intense. Look at this. You could cut phone lines. This is what I'm talking about. That's why if I get a World War I air game, it's going to be Bloody April again. I had Bloody April, but it took a friend of mine to teach me how to do it, and then I sold it because I thought it was too complicated, and then I came back and learned Downtown and Red Storm, and I was like, oh, I should be able to grok the other one. So what happens is I get really smart for a while, I hit a plateau, and then I become stupid again. and it's usually because of video games. I get distracted. Yeah. My God, this game is complex. Okay. Oh, this is great. Aerial Recon. I'm loving this stuff. This might be a lifestyle game for a little bit. We're going to have to come back to this. Holy crap. Yeah. Here's your step losses. Yeah, this is crazy. What the hell, man? Yeah, this is a World War I game. Like, this is it right here. Look at this. A sluice. What? I don't even know about this. What? Oh, Lord. Alright, guys. Great Battles of the American Civil War is more complicated than this rulebook. There, I said it. I said it. I feel like I could learn this quicker than that. But I'm going to lean on Jeff and Stigler to help me out. And then we're going to brainwash Don and get him into the Berg title. Oh my God. But I got to point out, what a great looking rulebook. Now this one, this did win the Charles S. Roberts for best what was it? I won an award. Mons 1949 project. That's a good question. Not 100% sure. So Magnus and all the other guys in here that are visiting. Guthwolf. Yeah, I do sell some games. I will sell every now and then. I think I have purchased and sold Squad Leader at least 3 times. And it is gone now, and I will not be going back to it ever. Yeah. Look at this. These counters. I gotta zoom in on this. Where's my PDF controls? Screw it. We'll use the control key. Look at that. I'm starting to think this might be the World War I game to end all World War I games for the moment, at least. Holy moly moly. Whoa. Yeah, this looks great, though. Most Vukasim games do look great. I cannot find Across the Bug River, even on Board Game Geek. Every time I ask about it, it's either sold out or they're like, oh, I don't have that anymore. Because it's so good that no one's selling it. That's my guess. It's East Front, so I must own it. It is thicker than a slab of French. I tend to play the most complex games my opponent is willing to play. I hear you on that. Yeah, I mean, Don and I try to, like, whoever's hosting will pick a game. But I'm trying to get more subjects that he likes for the war game, so he's not totally bored. At some point, I have to do a full game of Vietnam too, but I'm not really down for the record keeping right now. So it's a lot of record keeping. It's a little bit too much. I take it these gray is going to be West German on these counters. These look good. Memoir 44. Yeah, true. You got a point. Memoir 44 is it's the Euro game of war games, but it is a good way to get people addicted. You know how I got people addicted was Tide of Iron by Fantasy Flight Games is a really good gateway drug. I got nothing else, fellas. It's 8 o'clock here in the old Midwest. I got nothing else. So I'll rearrange my buy order. I really wanted to get knock pairs. But if I'm going to learn a complex game over the next month, it's got to be Civil War. I've got to crack that Great Battles of Civil War series. So I might start off... If you see videos for that sometime in September... Now, I'm a big football fan, so... My videos tend to slow down this time of year, but if you do see the Civil War, I'll try to learn a little bit by myself by just putting units out and practicing. Alright, so Death Valley. Maybe I'll swap Death Valley for White Plains. I do want to get the tri-pack again, but I might swap Death Valley instead of White Plains. 3 a.m. Anybody watch The Bear on FX, the cooking show with that guy that owns a restaurant? It's good stuff. Here I am tonight just chatting to people on YouTube. There you go. There's an advertising screenshot for less than 60 miles. All right. Does anyone else have anything left they want to pimp out? What you're doing on your channel, etc. Tonight I told you about a guy you might want to check out is this guy here. Let's see. 82 Gaming 12. This guy's a big Civil War fan. Check him out. Older guy, and he plays a lot of blind swords. As you can see, he's big into Civil War stuff and Napoleonics. And all his videos are super long, and he's fun to watch. So check him out. He's only got, later Stigler, he's only got 197 subscribers, so we need to pump his numbers up. All right. Check this guy out. Okay, I don't know what happened. Either I'm botted or something weird happened, but my numbers shot up. I think it's because Mark Herman did something with my Pacific War videos. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't know who these people are. And I had this problem last year. So it's really weird. Anyway, I don't know how many subscribers I actually have. So if you could just like and comment on my videos so I can get some sort of conversation going. We're all in that struggle. I don't know what happened to counterattack. Well, these guys went away, man. All right. Anyway, fellas, I'm going to call it here because my neck is killing me. I feel like I'm in a radio station. And so you may have convinced me to maybe shift over to some Civil War. We'll see what's going to happen. Thanks, Cisco, Magnus, Fast. Who else dropped by? Henry, Stigler, of course, Don, Jeff from Hex to Hex. I didn't see Todd tonight, though. Todd's probably busy playing Ardennes like a madman. Who else came in here? Not too many visitors. I think that was about it, maybe. Anyway, if you stop by, thanks. Leave a comment on the video. And we ended up at almost 2 hours. So thanks for keeping me having some fun on Saturday night. All right. I will talk to everyone later. Keep watching.